Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Johannes and this is my friend.
Hi everyone, I'm Lady. We are happy to have you here.
And today we'll be talking about artificial intelligence or AI and emails. These are two technologies that we use to almost every day.
That's right. So, without wasting any more time, let's jump right into today's discussion.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Lady.
And I'm Johannes. Thank you for joining us today.
Today, we are going to talk about something we use almost every day, email. Even though there are many messages apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, email is still very important.
That's right. Email is one of the most professional ways to communicate. Students use it to send assignments, teachers use it to share information, and companies use it for business communication.
Joe, when did you first start using email?
I started using email when I was junior high school though. At first, I only used it to create social media accounts, but now I use it for school, online learning, and receiving important information.
My experience is similar. I didn't realize how important email was until I understood almost every lecturer communicates it students through email.
That's true. It's important to check your email regularly because you might receive announcement, assignment, or meeting information.
Let's talk about the first of email. What shall every email include?
First, you need to create subject line. The subject tells the reader what the email is about. For example, assignment submission or meeting request.
After that comes the greeting.
Yes, you can write Dear Mr. Smith or Hello Miss Brown, so depending on the situation. Using a polite greeting makes a good first impression.
Then comes the body of the email.
Exactly. In the body, explain your purpose clearly and politely. Don't make your email too long. Keep your sentence simple and easy to understand.
What about the ending?
Ending your email with a polite closing such as best regards, sincerely or thank you, then write your full name below it.
That sounds easy, but many people still make mistakes when writing emails.
Yes, some people forget to write the subject, others use information language or don't check the grammar before sending it to email.
Another common mistake is sending an email without reading it again.
I agree. Before click the send button, always check your spelling, the grammar, and your attachment. Sometimes people forget to attach the file that mention it in their email.
That's a very common mistake. I have done that before.
Me too, but luckily I noticed it quickly and sent another email with the correct attachment.
Besides school, where else is email used?
Email is used in many places. Companies use it to communicate with employee and customer. Job seekers use email to send resumes and application letters. Business also use email to share information and confirm orders.
So, learning how to write a good email is an important skill for everyone.
Absolutely. A professional email shows that you are responsible, organized, and respectful.
Before we end this episode, let's share some tips.
Uh, my first tip is to write a clear subject line.
My second tip is to ask for language.
And third, keep your message short and clear.
Fourth, always check your grammar and spelling.
And finally, don't forget to read your email one last time before sending it.
Those are good tips. We hope today's discussion helps you understand the importance of email and how to write on correctly.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast.
We hope you enjoyed this episode.
See you
See you in the
guys.
next episode. Goodbye.
Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Johannes.
Hi everyone, I'm Lady. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, artificial intelligence or simple AI.
I think almost everyone has heard about AI, especially in the last few years. It's everywhere now.
That's true. Sometimes we use AI every day without even using it.
But before we go further, what is AI?
Well, AI is a technology that allows computers to learn, solve problems, and make decisions in simple words. It helps machines perform tasks that normally require human intelligence.
I think that sounds amazing. Can you give us some example?
Of course, one example is ChatGPT. It can answer questions, explain relation, and even help write emails or essays. Google Maps also use AI to find the faster route, and Netflix or Spotify recommend movies and songs besides on what you like.
I think social media use AI though, am I right?
Yes, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube all use AI to recommend video that match your interests. Sometimes it knows what we like better than we do.
Yeah, that's true. I opened it for 5 minutes and suddenly it's been an hour.
Exactly, that's one reason why AI is so powerful. It learns from our habits and gives us personalized recommendation.
Besides entertainment, AI is also useful in education. A student can use AI to understand difficult topics, improve our English, and get ideas for assignment.
I agree, AI can be a great study partner, but we should remember that it's only a tool. We should copy everything it gives us.
Right, sometimes AI can make mistakes or provide outdated information. That's why we should always check the information ourselves.
Besides schools, AI is also used in hospital. Doctor can use AI to help diagnose disease earlier, and it can make the medical work faster and more accurate.
And many companies also use AI in customer service. Instead of waiting for a person, customer can chat with AI chatbot to get a quick answer.
That's a good point. AI saves time and makes many jobs more efficient.
But not everyone sees AI as a good thing. Some people worry that AI might replace human roles in the future.
Yes, if heard that too, I think some jobs may change, but AI will completely replace humans. We still need creativity, emotions, communication, and critical thinking.
I agree. AI doesn't have real feelings or human experience. It can help us, but it can replace our human relationship and emotion.
Exactly. So instead of being afraid of AI, we should learn how to use it wisely.
If you could use AI for one thing every day, what would you choose?
I, I was it to help me study and organize my schedule. It will save me a lot of time. How about you?
For me, I would use AI to improve my English and help explain programming because sometimes the explanations are easier to understand.
That's great indeed. AI can make learning more enjoyable if we use it the right way.
So, to conclude, AI has many advantages. It helps us study, work, communicate, and solve problems more efficiently.
However, we should always use AI responsibly and remember that AI should support human abilities, not replace them.
Well, that's the end of today's podcast.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoy our discussion and learn something new about artificial intelligence.
See you in our next podcast, guys. Goodbye,
Goodbye
everyone.
semua.